Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a camper conversion on this 96 Ford E-350 Club Wagon. And one of the first things I need to do is clear out the inside. And as you can tell, I've already pulled out the seats. They're pretty easy. They just have latches on the bottom. And you probably have to have someone to help you pull them out because they're pretty big and heavy. But I just put those on Craigslist and someone came and picked them up for free. I just wanted to get rid of them. They were all ripped up and stuff too. I already have the door panels pulled off of the back doors. The inside of the van is pretty disgusting, so I can't wait to get rid of all this stuff. And hopefully the inside will look this clean as well with no rust. I got my safety glasses and let's go ahead and get this thing started. One of the first things you want to do is figure out what parts you want to keep and what parts you just want to throw away. And fortunately the headliner is separated from the front headliner, but I think I'm going to keep a little bit further back just in case, but I'm just going to cut it off. I probably won't, but you never know. Another part that I'm probably going to keep is this trim around the driver's side B-pillar, and maybe the one that goes further back as well, because it houses the clamps for the window. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use it all, or I might modify it somewhat, but it would just be nice to keep it. I may also keep this bottom part just in case I can modify it and use a little bit of it. We'll see. And also I'm going to keep all of the door panels and the trim around the door windows as well. I've already saved the ones from the back. That way I can use the panels as like a template, because I'm going to do wood door paneling, and I might actually end up keeping the panels around the windows and actually put some insulation in those, and then the bottom parts will be custom wood. But yeah, pretty much everything else is gonna get cut up and thrown away. Next, I'm gonna remove all of these seat brackets, and I think all of these bolts actually go through the floor. Before I remove them, I'm gonna go ahead and spray the bottom parts with some PB Blaster. I was able to get the PB Blaster on some of the bolts, but a lot of them were covered by the exhaust heat shield and stuff like that, so they weren't that rusty, and they should come right out. Alright, be sure to save all the bolts because we're going to need those to plug the holes. And there's our first bracket. That took no time whatsoever. It's definitely nice having a big, beefy electric impact. As you can see, some of these bolts are a little bit more rusty than others, but it's not too bad. I'm just going to make a trash pile right here. Next, I'm going to remove as much of the seat belts as I can. I don't want to damage them or anything because I'm going to give them to someone. Alright guys, I got most all of the seat belts off besides the rollers behind the plastic trim, and I already got this one off. But now it's pretty much just time to start ripping all this trim off. I think they just unclip. I'm not too concerned about breaking a lot of it. This is just gonna get thrown away. There we go. That's pretty easy. Well, I guess it was screwed in back there a little bit. Oh yeah, that's why you wear safety glasses. So it looks like these bottom parts are held on by these Phillips screws. So I'll just take all those off, and I'll be sure to keep these. You never know if they'll come in handy or not. Remove these little window poppers. Oh, there's one more screw. I forgot. All right. Screw right here. Yeah, I don't care about keeping any of this air duct stuff. I'm probably gonna hack it off somewhere right around here. There we go. And I'm probably not gonna need anything past here, so I'll go ahead and cut this off too. Now that the side panels are out, we just gotta completely remove the seat belts. I've already loosened them up slightly. I don't want to use my big impact because these are just safety Torx. My impact ones are at work. And these guys are just clipped on. There we go. Alright, next let's go ahead and take out the headliner. It's basically just held on by all these Christmas tree clips. If you got a nice little trim tool like this, you should be able to pry them out real easy. Yeah, I'm not going to be reusing that. Also, we'll have to remove the front seat belt on both sides, just temporarily. Make it a little easier. There's these little coat hangers here. This one just has a little clip that pops off. Alright, I think we're ready to pull this headliner down. Pretty much all we have left is to remove the carpet, and there's 3 clips on the wheel well carpet, and the rest should just pull out basically. I still have to remove the door panels on these side doors. To do that, go ahead and pop the windows out. Remove the 3 Phillips screws on the window poppers. And then the upper trim, just like the others, it just pops out. It's usually in there pretty good, so make sure not to break the plastic tabs if you want to reuse it. Guys, just a really quick tip. If you're having trouble getting the trim off around the window, use like a flathead screwdriver to kind of stick down there with a flashlight and just kind of pry it out like that, and that should help you get them out without breaking the plastic. Then remove the pull handles, and those are just Phillips, and there might be a cover over those. And then the whole thing should slide up and then out. We got the side doors all stripped off. Now we just have to screw back the window poppers, and fortunately there's nothing on the other side of this, so it won't matter if the screws go in longer because the plastic isn't there. But the ones over here go through the plastic and then into this little plastic part, and I didn't want the screws to stick out further and hit the window, so what I did is put a couple washers on each one, so that kind of takes the space of the plastic that was on here, at least for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that trim piece or not. Alright guys, I got pretty much everything cleared out of here. Also, this thing has an AC evaporator and a heater core in there. And I was looking on the bottom, and the heater lines are kind of rusty, like they're starting to flake off. So I'm just gonna delete it all. I'll just bring it to work and evacuate all the refrigerant and probably make a video on how to remove this thing. And you can also get some rear AC block off caps. They're kind of pricey, but it's totally worth it. If I can get the holes pretty close, I might just put the diesel heater right where that is. I mean, I think it would have been cool to have air conditioning back here, but you'd have to leave the engine running. I just don't think it's worth it, and then you have to worry about the heater core or heater lines leaking someday and getting coolant all under the floor. But anyways, I'm gonna cut up all the old interior parts and just throw them away a little bit at a time, and then I'm gonna clean everything up in here and we'll check for rust. Well guys, it's finally nice to get all of that old interior out of here. The floor is a bit dirty and still needs some cleaning, And there are a few little rust spots, like right here, but it's very insignificant. And I'm gonna scrape all the rust that I can find off and use some rust encapsulator platinum. And for now, I just put the old bolts back in here, but I will have to get some smaller bolts to plug these holes with because it's got this gap without threads. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it useful, and I will see you next time. Peace out.